Hi, it's Bronwyn from Wisdom of the Sage. On November 4th, Mars will move into Leo from Cancer. And I've been thinking a bit about Mars. He's been in Cancer the last couple of months, since September 5th, actually. And Cancer is not Mars's happy sign to sit in. In fact, Mars is in fall, what they call fall in Cancer. It's really quite weak here. And it takes Mars around 2 months to move through each sign. Every 18 months, you'll find, or approximately 18 months or so, you'll get Mars coming back through a particular sign. It's around 2 months per sign. However, Mars will go into retrograde on December the 6th. So he'll actually end up travelling back into Cancer, then go direct again in February next year, and won't return to Leo again until April. So did you get all that? His Mars is moving into, has been in Cancer, is moving into Leo, and he'll be there for about a month, then go into retrograde, so go backwards, and then end up back in Cancer. So that's what's happening. There's a bit going on there, and it has made me think a little bit because Mars is much happier in Leo than it is in Cancer. So Mars in our chart shows where we expend our energy. It's where we feel empowered and where we want to play. So if you have a look at your natal chart, you find where Mars is. That's your happy place. That's where you like to expend your energy. So when Mars is in Cancer or in the fourth house in your chart, it's somewhat hidden, and the energies that are about when Mars is in Cancer is that there's probably people-pleasing tendencies, anger could be suppressed, although it will come out in the home in secret, or be expressed as tension elsewhere. Cancer's ruled by the moon, which represents mother, and therefore Cancer is a very nurturing and protective sign. So whilst Mars is in Cancer, the energies can be very protective of others. You may feel more protective than usual. You may be more nurturing than usual. It's very much family first, and you may have an emotional intensity because of that fiery Mars energy in there, even though it is dulled in watery Cancer. Whilst Mars is transiting Cancer, regardless of where it is in your chart, it gives us an opportunity to protect and care for family, to build a home and an environment that's nurturing and caring. But it can also cause actions led by emotions, emotional outbursts, and people pleasing. So you may have experienced some of that if you reflect over the last couple of months, particularly if you've got a Mars in Cancer natal chart, it'd be double whammy. So it really depends on your charts, but you may have been feeling some of that energy. Now, when Mars moves into Leo on the 4th of November, you may feel a shift of focus from family to self, because Leo is ruled by the sun and it's all ego. In a good way. We all need ego. Your energy will move to needing to feel admired and to wanting to shine. It's your turn. You may also feel more competitive. It's a really great aspect or transit actually for sport. Creative pursuits could also be a focus for you. And when you do create something, you'll want it to be the best, the brightest, because it's Leo. Of course, that Leo energy, who natally sits in the 5th house, together with Mars, can initiate passionate trysts with lovers. And it's a great time to pursue hot and heavy relationships that may not necessarily last. Overall, this transit may have you feeling very courageous and loving with that big lion heart of Leo. And if you have Mars in Leo in your natal chart, you're most likely a big personality that's popular and fun to be around. So they're those energies that are going to be here for the next couple of months anyway. So now on December 6th, when Mars stations and goes retrograde in Leo, it'll be in Leo when it goes retrograde, that energy will turn inwards and it'll ask you to spend time admiring the self and finding your own inner creative. On January 7th, Mars will re enter Cancer as it continues its retrograde journey, and it will ask you to focus that emotional Cancer Mars energy inwardly, nurturing and protecting self. I'm actually planning on making another video of how I believe the Mars retrograde will play out specifically and perhaps for each sign as well. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to some Mars in Leo energy for us all to leverage over the next little while. Much joy. See ya.